Next section. So why do we post content? Why do we take photographs? Why do we take videos? Why do we share newspaper articles? So in this slide, you can see I have 4 main reasons. And the general overall reason is that content will help sell you and what you do, but critically, it will help build your own credibility and obviously establish trust. And I suppose there's 4 main questions when we're dealing with somebody on LinkedIn. And the first one is, why trust you? Are you knowledgeable? Do you know what you're talking about? Are you trustworthy? And content is a great way of answering that question in the positive. Second one is, are you credible? So do you have knowledge of what you do? Are you good at what you do? The third one is, are you passionate about your work? Are you really interested in your industry? And do you have a lot of passion that you can show for your work? Now, when I'm working with third level students, I always tell them this point in that they mightn't have the same amount of experience as perhaps somebody who's quite senior in their role, but that doesn't mean that they can't share articles on their industry. So if they work on science, they could share like newspaper articles on new reports or new surveys. Or if they're working in marketing, for example, and if they're very passionate about digital marketing, that doesn't mean they can't share articles about perhaps like the latest Google update. So you don't always have to be posting personal photographs or taking videos. You can just share industry news as well. And the last one is, are you any good? Like, I want to see results. So if you are self-employed like me, the more content you can put out there showing, you're actively working, you're busy, you're networking, that all builds up, firstly, your visibility on LinkedIn. It builds up your profile, but critically, it builds up credibility and it builds up trust as well. And then another reason we post content is that it's a really easy way to show how you solve the customer pain. So we dealt with customer pain way back at the start of this course under marketing foundations and customer personas. So imagine you have a product or a service and you know the USP and you know the joy that it can bring. Well, there's no better way to actually show this to your network through a photograph or through a report, a case study, or a testimonial. And it can really kind of cut through all that noise on the LinkedIn feed, and it can get in front of your target market, and you can show how you bring joy into people's lives and how you solve their problem. Another element to content is that, as you can see in the chart here, that it drives views on your personal profile. So this is really important, and I notice this a lot, that when I put up a really good piece of content, the number of people viewing my profile just goes through the roof. And the reason this is great is because you're driving people back to your own personal profile, which means like something you've posted has caught their attention. But ultimately what you'll find is the more views you get on your own personal profile, the more connection requests you will build up. And remember, the whole part of LinkedIn is that we grow our own personal network. So yes, you can be out there searching and actively adding people to your network, but also your content might capture the interest of people that you want to sell to, and before you know it, they're sending you connection requests because of something you've posted.